Question for all of you. Did you know that oBaMa did AlIeNs? Oh, I'm sorry, that sounds like it's absolute madness, doesn't it? Well, we'll go ahead and get into that absolute madness here in a sec. But first, let's get into something that's completely sane and has never made anybody question anything, especially not their sexuality. So, in the fan art section, first we have this piece from Mathematical Cabbage, and if you are a Sonic the Hedgehog fan, you know what this is from. And, well, I don't feel bad for you. Next, we have a piece from Maki Himiko, and it is a Mommy Milker's Suris. Though, strangely, this is Lady D from Resident Evil without the actual Milkers. So, you know what? I don't know if that counts as cursed. But we have another one from Maki Himiko, and it is an Ara Ara Suris. An Ara Ara, if you will. Okay, as always, thank you all for your fan art submissions. And who's ready to suffer? Who's ready to deal with oBaMa aliens? oBaMa aliens. Thanks, oBaMa. Hi. This dude's name is Mario. That's why he's got a Luigi in the background. And he's got a silver play button. Despite his channel having 55K subscribers? I'm curious. Did you lose a bunch of, like...
Hey, Faye.
Did you lose a bunch of random subscribers at some point? Yeah, I think you did. If you actually got this thing and then... Oh, wow. That's weird. How do you lose 45,000 subs?
Hey, Faye family, it's Brother.
Oh, God. That's loud. Let's not do that.
Mario, I pray you're having a wonderful day. Well, I needed to go ahead and make a video to warn you all about an upcoming deception. This article says, oBaMa predicts new religions could arise if proof of aliens is discovered. Now, if you've been following me for a long time, especially about 5-10 years ago, I used to talk a lot about this coming deception. It was called Project Bluebeam, and we'll get into that in this video.
Project Bluebeam. Okay, I've never heard this one before. Let's just... Project Bluebeam. What the heck is this? Project Bluebeam, abandon hope, all ye who research here? Doesn't tell me what it is. You got Project Bluebeam on Amazon. The quest for a new world order and the rule of the AnTiChRiSt. Oh, and you can get it for $0 on Kindle. Oh, that definitely makes me want to read your bullshit. Back to your video. New world order stuff. Now we know what territory we're in. Let's go. So, tell me, how is oBaMa gonna summon the aliens to create the AnTiChRiSt?
But there's a lot of talk right now about the government releasing information that we, in fact, have aliens that are...
Wait, no. The government releasing information about aliens. First of all, I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Fermi paradox. It is very unlikely that we've had contact with aliens, and the Fermi paradox is a wonderful example as to why, for those who are not already familiar with it. But, we have this is from Rational Wiki on Project Bluebeam. Granted, Rational Wiki is not the greatest source to use for really much anything, but we're going to use it anyway here because it was just linked to me by a friend, and we're going to take a look at it. Project Bluebeam is a conspiracy theory that claims that NASA is attempting to implement a new age religion with the AnTiChRiSt at its head to start a new world order via a technologically simulated second coming. So, I can already tell you right now that there's a better technologically simulated second coming for me, and that's usually by getting a battery-powered fleshlight. It's usually responsible for the first coming too, though, so I don't really know if that helps at all, but, I mean, it's a thing. Okay, back to oBaMa aliens. Let's go.
They're interacting with us and have been for a long time.
Okay. Apparently aliens have been interacting with us for a long time. Let's see where this goes.
But is this true? Well, I've prepared a video to talk about it, so let's get into it. So let's start off by talking about whether or not aliens, UFOs, unidentified flying objects exist.
At a base level, unidentified flying objects most certainly exist. If I throw a fucking frisbee in the air and you can't tell it's a frisbee, it is officially an unidentified flying object. You cannot identify it. It was flying for an amount of time, and it is probably an object of some variety. If a random ass... Oh, dear God. Oh, dear absolute fucking Christ. What is that? Astral Frontier gifting the 10 Tier 1 subs to the community. Holy fucking shit. That is so generous. And also, Lulu's laugh is going to keep going on and on and on. I have to lower that down. That insane laughter is how I feel. It's what I feel goes on in people like this' head, but it doesn't help here. Not here. That is, again, very, very incredible and very generous donation. Thank you very, very much. Okay. Let's look at this madness.
And the answer to that question is sort of, but not in the way that most people would think. Let me elaborate. What is a UFO? It's an unidentified flying object. Most people, when they think of UFO, because of the programming that we're going to talk about that comes from sci-fi, the media, and Hollywood, they immediately think of these little green aliens with spaceships.
Okay, so I like that he says programming there, as if they're... programming generally implies that there's an intentionality, right? That somebody specifically wanted to convince you that UFOs always meant this thing, and more importantly, wanted to convince you that UFOs meant X, Y, or Z for the purpose of something, some kind of deception, something like that. That just keeps on going. That laughter just keeps on going. I feel that in my skull. But also, it's amazing and thank you. All right. So, we know what a UFO is. It's an unidentified object that happens to be in the fucking sky, and we've apparently been programmed to believe what aliens are or are not. Okay. Continue.
It's been kind of programmed into us through the media that we watch. Now it's been a long time. But is that true? No, these aliens don't exist. But
okay, likely true. What he's talking about are the Greys, right? If you just look up the Greys, you'll find like the stereotypical alien, and it might be gray, it might be green. It depends on what Google image search decides to vomit into your retina today. But the fact of the matter is, yes, that is what most people think of when they think of alien, and that well, unless of course you're a fan of a particular chest-bursting type. But that's different. That's completely different. Point is, yes, most people believe when they think aliens, they don't think of, for instance, like single-celled organisms that happen to exist on a different planet. That's technically an alien. It's a life form. It's foreign to us. It's in a separate foreign territory. That's an alien, but that's not what we normally think of. Again, I don't like the word programming. I think conditioned is maybe a better word, because conditioning can happen via a variety of circumstances. Programming, to me, it feels like there's intentionality behind it.
What is an alien? By definition, an alien is an otherworldly being. Someone or some being that comes from a different realm.
There's a lot of misdirection there. An alien is classically described as literally any foreign agent. If you present a concept to me that I am unfamiliar with, the concept is alien to me. It's foreign to me. If somebody exists on the other end of a national border, they are an alien. It does not mean necessarily another realm. Again, when you say stuff like this, it feels like you mean another dimension. This language is not super precise.
Possibly a heavenly realm? You know, the Bible says,
Possibly a heavenly realm. Ah, there's where the stretching begins. I wasn't aware you were a fellow Neko. Look at that. Big stretch.
in the book of Genesis, especially in the beginning, chapter 6, it talks about the fallen angels coming to humanity, the Watchers, and their interactions with humans. And so, yes, there are otherworldly beings that are present here, and the Bible records this. They're called angels.
So oBaMa is saying that if angels are known to exist, we will create a completely different religion, despite the fact that these angels would be in God's court. All right. I've reset. Let's go.
If you study the Bible, you're going to see that there are different realms for heaven, and it's talking about the atmosphere somewhere above.
The different realms of heaven are talking about the atmosphere? Dude, are you a flat earther? I'm not familiar with your content in any way, shape, or form. But, like, I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I hear that point, it universally, almost always comes from a flat earther.
Bible records that a long time ago there was a war in heaven, somewhere out there in the heavenly galaxy, and
in the heavenly galaxy? When the fuck does the Bible mention a galaxy, my guy?
Satan was cast down to earth. He fell to earth from the heavenly realm. So you could say in a way that they are alien beings who have come here, who have fallen to earth, and now...
Yeah, sure. But here's the thing. The verbiage you're using is not the verbiage that oBaMa likely meant. You're inserting a lot of your own terminology here and your own interpretations. And yet I don't think that that's what is being meant. But continue. Jesus aliens. Got it. Let's go.
Now the elite are interacting with these beings, exchanging technology and all that.
Exchanging... Wait. MH Dark Beast? Thank you very much for redeeming your points. I don't hate you. I am only disappointed. Ara. God, I feel dirty when I say that. Anyway, so... aliens came down from heaven and exchanged technology with where is that listed in the Bible? Where did the aliens give technology to the humans? And if they did, why is all the tech in the Bible ass?
So there is some elements of truth, and that's what Satan loves to do. He loves to take something that is true, is humanity interacting with beings from another realm, another dimension, another...
Wait, I thought oBaMa said it, not Satan. How did Satan factor in now? How'd you get there?
Other world? Yes, they're fallen angels. The Bible records this, in fact, and records how destructive our interaction has been with them.
Okay, so first of all, Jail Moraics, thank you very much for redeeming your points for an oh whoa. Secondly, I'm pretty sure the Bible didn't describe our relationship with them as destructive. I'm pretty sure they described humans taking various angels to Pound Town and creating Nephilim. Fairly certain that a genocide happened after that. And so the most destructive thing that happened was actually from your god. Not exactly sure how we got here.
But what Satan wants to do is come and take that truth and twist it to turn it into a sci-fi X-Files style of green little goblin-looking being. Nonsense.
Ah, yes. Satan conceived of those things, not random-ass artists across time.
Okay? But there is some truth to it. And when it comes to the unidentified flying objects out there, yes, the government has technology that we would consider to be alien.
What?
Because they're so advanced. You know that the government
Alien does not mean advanced, dingus.
is probably 50 to 100 years technologically more advanced than they let us know that we're at.
Okay, so this implies that technology advances in a straight line. Yes, governments generally have access to more powerful versions of technology than civilians have access to. This is normal. But to say that they are 50 to 100 years ahead is to argue purely in the theoretical. We don't know what 50 to 100 years ahead of something looks like until we get to that point in time. And then we can look back in time and, via hindsight, figure out exactly what kind of time frame we're looking at. This language works really well for sci-fi movies, but like in reality, it's hard to say.
It's a way for governments of the world to stay on top of other governments and stuff like that, is to hide the technological advancements.
Agreed.
So, yeah, there's been a ton of information of the U.S. military practicing and utilizing unidentified flying objects, but they're not little green beings.
Okay, nobody thinks that UFOs automatically means little green beings at all times unless they are really, really ignorant on the fact that unidentified does not automatically mean alien. The fact that we might consider that technology advanced also does not make it alien.
So why is it, and what is going on with all of this? Let's check this out too. So let's talk about how they are going to brainwash the public to believe this false new alien religion.
What? When I thought that article from oBaMa that you threw out, which you didn't provide any context for mine, but based on the wording, it sounded like he was arguing that religions would come up as a consequence of saying that we had come in contact with aliens. Because if we had come in contact with aliens, there would be people who would not be able to distinguish between alien and God. Like, I mean, just think about it. There are people who can't discern between anime waifus and literal fucking deities. Have you ever seen a weeb shrine? Come on, dude. So, point is, you've changed the narrative now. It's gone from people would make religions as a consequence of this information to the government would brainwash people into accepting this new world religion. These are not the same statements.
Did you know that there is programming happening now on TV?
Did you know television has Did you know that we have television programs? I had no idea. Please inform me further. This is so insightful.
For example, TV, tell, lies, lie, visions.
That wasn't even clever. That was just a pun. Is your argument's thesis a pun? Are you literally going to make the thesis of the logical syllogism that you want me to ingest into my brain ears is a pun? The foundation of your argument is a dad joke? You crazy son of a bitch. I'm in. Let's go.
So tell lies through vision programming people through the lies that they see on the vision screen, television programming.
God, you are stretching so hard for this. Okay, so this is hilarious and also painful. I pulled something in my chest while taking Growlithe to the dog park, and now laughter is painful, and can I sue? Is that a thing I can do? I'm kidding, I'm not going to do that.
They are using this sophisticated method of mind control in order to take down your cognitive ability to discern. Do you know that when you...
Dude, I do not know if there would be any difference between your current demeanor and a later one if we took down your cognitive ability in any way, shape, or form. I'm sorry, I really do not think that all of the cogs are functioning up there, my guy.
You sit in front of a TV to be programmed. You, in fact, have the same brain chemistry as someone who was hypnotized, that they are able to take down your ability to rationalize and everything and implant things in you.
Implant things in me. I'm sorry. Is my TV giving me an anal pounding and implanting me with all kinds of delicious lie juices? Is that what's going on here? Because I'm very, very confused. This is literally just word manipulation and a pun. This whole premise relies on manipulation of commonly understood words and phrases and a dad joke. And it hurts.
Well, there's a TV show that's come out a long time ago that, in fact, they are using to program society and...
Who's they? The ever-ominous, ever-present Soros bucks guzzling they? Let's go.
Preparation for this false religion. It's called Ancient Aliens, and it's not by coincidence that it's on the History Channel.
Would you like me to give you another example of improper programming? Please tell me, when was the last time MTV was known for music? Please. When was the last time that MTV was known for music? Now that you've told me exactly how old you are in the chat and in the comments section, I have to say, I could make an identical argument to what you're making right now by just pointing to MTV. It's no coincidence that they gave me... fuck, what was it? It's no coincidence that Clone High School is on MTV. It's no coincidence at all. Look, clones of all the presidents, the music they want us to dance to. They want me to dance to the devil's music. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? They're trying to make the United States presidents indoctrinate me into the devil's swing club. Wow, did that sound insane and bonkers? All I'm doing is using the exact same methodology you are, and it comes out with crazy shit.
They want to create a false narrative, a false history. The religion is called Panspermia.
The religion is called Panspermia? No, Panspermia is a guess that the Earth was artificially inseminated from without. That's literally all it is. It's not a religion, dude.
A religion that teaches that a long time ago, the Anunnaki or some advanced race of aliens came here to Earth and seeded us here. We're not created by
the angels fucked the Earth, and now we have genetic cat girls. That's not a religion, dude. Well, hold on. I made the joke about weeb shrines earlier. Maybe I should bite my tongue.
The God of the Bible? No, no, no. It's not him. We are, in fact, a genetic creation from some advanced species that looks and behaves in ways similar to us. And they have evidence of this throughout history by looking at the Egyptian culture, the Mayans, the Hopis, and all these different civilizations that interacted with the beings that came from the heavens, these alien beings that, I said in the beginning, are fallen angels. When you
fallen angels fucked the Earth, and now we're here. Woo. Okay, no. So I wish I had a way to describe this besides absolute nuttery. I wish I did. I wish there was something I could do besides making fun of this idea. But you'd have to demonstrate that literally anybody is trying to say that this is fallen angels. Panspermia does not say that fallen angels inseminated the Earth. But okay. We keep going. It's fine.
When you look at this is Quetzalcoatl, the Mayan god. This is not an ancient alien. This is a demon. This is a fallen...
It's not even a demon. It's just a deity in a different culture. It's a fictional character you don't like. Is this okay? Can we do it? Can we do a new meme? Can we do a new meme, everybody? So you know how like people on the left are told all the time, you just say anybody you don't like is a Nazi. You see something you don't like? Nazi. That meme, that one. Can we do this? Can we do the exact same thing for Christian fundamentalists who have at least 5 screws loose? You say that any god you don't like is a demon. Every god you don't like is a demon. Every one. Because it is amazing how often I hear that some god in some other culture that didn't give a fuck about Christianity, except probably there were Christians who like slaughtered them 100 years ago. A few hundred years ago, maybe. Their gods are called demons in some way, shape, or form. And I just have to sit back and laugh and just go, wait, hold on. So every god you don't like is automatically a demon. Have to be. It's the same argument. It's a little dumb because it does fit within their mythos a little bit. But at the same time, I'm willing to use these tools of stupidity when dealing with stuff like this.
Fallen angel, masquerading itself as a god. Notice that these fallen angels used to teach the Mayans to do sacrifices. They're demonic. They're evil. They taught demonic evil things to these people.
So these gods existed? I have a question. So, human sacrifice. Bad, right? Cool. The Christian religion predicated on a sacrifice of a... What was Jesus when he came down? Chat, can you help me? What was Jesus when he came down? He came down to Earth as some species, I'm sure, and well, there was a whole literally a whole bunch of Romans nailed him, and it was kind of gay. He had mad wood for it though. He was really into it, or they were really into him rather, and I'm pretty sure he came down and said, yeah, that's the one, lowercase drop. Human. Well, yeah, it'd be really weird if the Romans were banging somebody who wasn't a human. I mean, that's just kind of awkward. But yeah, no. Pretty sure your entire religion is literally based on the idea of a human blood sacrifice. Huh. Weird.
And Jesus Christ came to set us free from their spiritual tyranny and
Magical Slurpuff, Jesus wasn't the lolly. Mary was the lolly.
hold. Okay? But this is what's going to be programmed in society. This is the new religion that they're going to be talking about. Panspermia, ancient aliens, that we somehow were created by these Anunnaki beings. Nonsense, because people will start believing this when they finally take out the truth and let everyone know about the aliens. Because of the pre-programming from ancient aliens, this is the coming deception. So brothers and sisters, those of you who are in Jesus Christ, remember that this deception is coming.
Okay. Remember that this deception is coming. The government is going to try to convince you that ancient aliens built the pyramids in Egypt and fucked the earth repeatedly to create life from rocks, and now we're here. Okay. You know what? Fine. Astral, you know what? I want to say that I hate you, but I can't say that, but I can imply it. Thank you very much for dropping 1,000 points for an ara. Man, that still feels real dirty. Okay, let's go.
And it just because there's this evidence and the science community is going to get behind this and this is going to gain legitimacy. I know right now it's like pseudoscience and it's crazy, but just wait. They're going to push this thing. And people will begin to worship these aliens that are nothing more than fallen angels.
Can I just go ahead and say this is probably a thing that's never going to happen? But it doesn't matter, because I can already tell you that there's a lovely little goalpost moving argument that happens from people like this, where they say, no, it's going to happen eventually. And eventually can be literally up until the point where they just fucking die and they never have to stand behind the point anymore because, they're dead and kissing dirt. Also, thank you very much, the Meta King, for redeeming your OO. OO!
You want to know an interesting thing? You know the little green-eyed alien that's so typical? Do you know where that caricature even comes from?
Artists?
This is a photo drawn out by Aleister Crowley. Do your research on Aleister Crowley. He was the #1 Satanist in the world, okay? He did some sick and twisted things that I don't even want to talk about here. You can do your research to see how perverted, twisted, lost, deluded this man was. And this is the picture of the spirit that he channeled, a demonic spirit, and that is the prototype that we use today for the little green goblin alien that people immediately think of. If you go right now and you write alien on your iPhone, an emoji is going to show up with this. Okay, so you guys are being pre-programmed by the elite, by the satanic controllers of the world.
Okay, so pre-programmed by the elite, by the satanic controllers of the world. Let's go ahead and look up Aleister Crowley for a second here. Political views. He enjoyed being an outrageous and he flouted conventional morality. He was in revolt against the moral and religious values of his time. Let's see here. Let's see, what else? He was neither on the political left nor the right, but perhaps was best categorized as a conservative revolutionary, despite not being affiliated with the German-based conservative revolutionary movement. Crowley's affinity to extreme ideologies of Nazism and Marxist-Leninism, okay, which aimed to violently overturn society. What he liked about Nazism and communism, or at least what made him curious about them, was the anti-Christian position and the revolutionary and socially subversive implications of these movements. Oh, that's fucking funny. This dude was the first edgy atheist. This dude was the first edgy online atheist who doesn't care what group they fall into so long as they get to be anti-Christian. Okay, cool. Neat. Probably don't like this guy. But what, like, evil perverted stuff did he do? It says he was a bisexual. I guess that's evil and perverted. I mean, maybe there's something else. Maybe there's something else that he said he had an attraction to exotic women. That's a bit yikesy. Maybe there's something else in here that I'm just not seeing. Anybody who's maybe a little more versed in this dude will probably be able to tell me, like, what's so yikesy about him. But you're looking up the wrong guy. That's Aster, not Aleister, the person this guy is talking about. Oh, different person this guy's talking about? Okay, because this guy did writing, like, during the exact same time. Fuck it. If it's the wrong one, who knows? You know what? There's a better Crowley. I got a Crowley for all of you. A much better Crowley. Oh, less a Crowley and more a Crowler. Honestly. Just, you know what? This whole conversation has Crowler. Dr. Velian Crowler from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. That's where we are now. We're now researching the history of the famed Crowler and his ancient gear golem deck. That's where we're at. Again, if somebody in the comment section would like to inform me on this disgusting individual who we're supposed to know about, that would be great.
They go to places like this called Bohemian Grove to perform rituals to get power from these demonic forces.
Oh boy. I remember watching the Alex Jones thing on Bohemian Grove. Apparently they were supposed to be performing some kind of sacrifice, but, like, really? As somebody who's been to a pagan bloat, is this really any different than just, like, any other ritual in any other religion? Seriously, is it any crazier than just, like, cannibalizing the flesh and blood of Jesus? Really, I have to ask you.
These fallen angels that are not the Anunnaki, they're not our creators. This is nonsense. But this is the coming delusion, so don't be led astray. So there you have it, everyone. I wanted to go ahead and take the opportunity to send a warning out.
Oh, so that's the end of your video. Oh, cool. I'm glad we're done. I thought there was going to be 2 more minutes of your nonsense, but thank you for telling me that was the end. Now I know I can hop off this crazy train, and It's interesting to know that theology on psilocybin is still going well on the internet. Just... Alright guys, here's the thing. I will be wrong if it comes out in the next few years that scientists tell me that ancient aliens fucked the earth and created life from rocks with their divine splooge, then I will accept that Crazy Mario guy is right. But if that doesn't happen, then I think I'm just going to chalk this guy into the usual bin of crazies, along with Call for an Uprising and everyone else. I've not met or dealt with this person in any capacity, though apparently, according to the reactions in chat, other people have. So if there's other stuff from this dude I should probably know about, then throw it into the video request section as usual. That's the thing. So don't worry. I'll say I told you so when it happens. Good. Good. Alrighty. With all that said, thank you all for watching. As always, everyone, if you want to support the channel and what I do, check the description of the video on YouTube, and you will have the ability to do that. Subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already. Follow over on Twitch if you haven't already. Subscribe over there if you haven't already, too. That would be really awesome. Thank you very much. Oh, my God. Anyways, as always, everyone, insert end of video tagline here.